What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we have some Black Ops 7 Zombies footage. We're going to break that down. Call of Duty has posted a direct for Black Ops 7 Zombies that not many people know about, and then there's a couple of other pieces of footage that they also shared. There's also a new way for those of you guys who are interested in playing the Black Ops 7 beta. There's now a guaranteed free way you can get yourself a beta code, and I'm also going to show you guys how to do that. So if you do find the video informative or helpful at any point, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So Call of Duty posted this earlier today. They said, tune into Call of Duty Next and get rewarded. Watch the Call of Duty Next broadcast on Twitch for 1 hour and receive a code for early access to the Black Ops 7 beta. So it says here, watch and earn September 30th. And these are the following rewards that you're going to get. First off, you have a calling card, Call of Duty Next. Doesn't mention if it's animated or not. Then there's an emblem, Call of Duty Next. You get a weapon charm, BO7, and then it says early access beta code, and then they also put in a beta code there, so whoever was the first to see this tweet probably ended up getting this code. But to get your own beta code, what you have to do is make sure you go into the Call of Duty settings. So log into your Call of Duty account at the Call of Duty website, then go to account linking, and then you want to scroll down, go to social networks, and then make sure that your Twitch account is linked. That's the easiest way to connect your Twitch account. And on that same Twitch account that you logged in and linked, then you're going to want to watch Call of Duty's official Twitch page once they go live during Call of Duty Next for 1 hour. The good news is they're usually going to be live for Call of Duty Next, say like 5 hours. So it starts at like 8 or 9 in the morning, very early, and then it just goes on all the way until like 2 or 3. So you have quite a bit of time to rack up that hour out of the 5 hours that they're going to stream, and it's only a 1-day type of thing, so you have to be there on that day. And once you're eligible, it'll say that you are able to play the Black Ops 7 beta. Now, as we talked about yesterday, the beta doesn't just include multiplayer, but zombies is also going to be available, and you're going to have a chance to play farm survival mode when it does go live. Now, speaking of zombies, we did get some brand new gameplay footage of Black Ops 7 Zombies that you may not have seen because these weren't in the trailer, and this is actual footage. So it first starts off with Call of Duty doing a zombies character and story intel drop. It was around 2 minutes long that they did post earlier today. And basically what they did is they went over the different crew members and they talked about them. You also get to see some footage of them walking in, some of the zombies, and you get to see the skybox, the locations that they're in. And then they talk about the characters. They said that although this is the original crew, you feel like you're familiar with them, they're not the same people that you thought they were. They're going to be acting completely different throughout the game. The voice lines are going to be different because they're basically fresh from their homeland and from where they came from. And I guess this is prior to a lot of the story that's been going on so far. And then you also get to see farm in the background, the wall buys, the mystery boxes, the things like that that are going to be available. So this is in-game footage that you're seeing here, and this will be a part of the beta because farm is going to be one of the playable POIs. And then we get a couple seconds of flyover of Ashes of the Damned, the different POIs that are going to be there. It's only a couple seconds, but this showcases the darkness, the eerie feel that you're going to have when you load up this map and what it looks like within the dark ether itself. And basically, Ashes of the Damned is a bunch of various locations that were pulled into the dark ether, and it thus turned into a map. And that's how it was with like the teasers that they revealed and all of that stuff. So this is what it's looking like. And then they also have some gameplay, animations, and emotes and things like that. For example, with Maya and Richtofen next to each other. And then it goes on to showcase the new creatures that are going to be available, and then a little bit of footage from the actual trailer itself. But then they go back and showcase some things that we haven't seen yet. And the most interesting thing that they showed within this story intel drop is the actual HUD for Black Ops 7. So when you take a look, here's like a couple seconds, I'll go ahead and pause it. You first off see that they're using the brand new Gauntlet Wonder Weapon, and then alongside that you have the HUD. So it looks all futuristic, sort of like the Black Ops 7 multiplayer one that we've talked about in the past before. It doesn't seem like it's finished in this case just now, just for like the icon icon because the bottom it shows like a weapon. It doesn't show the actual gauntlet in itself, or maybe that's like the weapon that they had before they pulled out the gauntlet. I have no idea. And then it showcases the round. So round 15, top right. It also has the compass in the top center, and then it also tells you where you're currently at, what direction you're facing. The map icon on the left corner showcases stuff in a little more detail. I don't know if it's like just the way that they have it right now, but it does look like it's a little bit more detailed than what we typically get. And then the bottom showcases the armor plates, self-revive being active, the current health bar, the gamer tag, and then at the very bottom center you have the current perks. They're playing in windowed mode obviously because they're testing stuff, but one of the variations. And then another thing is you can obviously customize the HUD to what you want. So if you're seeing this HUD and you're like, I don't really like it too much, you can actually customize it just like you could with BO6. And I think you could do it a little more here in Black Ops 7 so you can make it feel like classic zombies. Now that was just the story drop. Then they talked about the actual gameplay and gave a gameplay intel drop, which is the Black Ops 7 Zombies Direct. And we get a little showcasing of farm first off. So it's giving you like that flyover, couple of seconds to see like the family that was there in farm, and then the different POIs. For example, Janice Towers, it looks like ended up getting into the dark ether, and then it looks completely weird, burnt and destroyed, and it's like the aftermath of that. And then they showcase other POI zombies running around in these different locations. Once again, they also show the vehicle within this, and then them driving the vehicle. And then in one of the scenes, they actually give you a POV of what it looks like when you're getting to play and drive the vehicle yourself. So it looks like you're playing Warzone for that time when you're driving it. And they don't have any HUD or anything like that, but you can imagine with the HUD and then obviously with the vehicle driving around, that's what it's probably going to look like, being able to break down through some of the doors that are available. For example, they're entering Ashwood here, and that's what it looks like. And then they go on to showcase the different types of other things that are going to be available, them running over zombies, you being able to pack-a-punch weapons, and then also showcasing what the pack-a-punch actually looks like in Black Ops 7. So this is the first tier camo. It's like the orange line sort of relic theme that they got going on that they typically do with zombies. And then it follows through of what the front of the old Tessie vehicle looks like when it's shooting the beams out. And one of my favorite things that they showed within here is the Zersa. This is the new zombie elite enemy type. Now, the thing about it, it's not a boss. A lot of people were thinking this is like the final boss of Ashes of the Damned for the Easter egg. It's not. It's actually just one of the elite zombies. So for example, like the Manglers, it's going to be replacing those, and that's what it is. And there's actual footage of it, so you can see here it's running around chasing enemies, and it just looks hilarious. I mean, just imagine running away from this giant bear. And the funny thing that they said here is it's covered in beehives and it shoots bees at you, so it has ranged hits as well, which I never could have thought that's what that orange stuff was. And then we have the other enemy type, that is the Ravager, and then they showcase footage of it jumping on the vehicle, damaging it. There's also clips of them running on all fours. And the funniest part about the Ravagers is they actually sometimes will ignore you and go and chase after your stuff. If you look here, there's like a ammo power up, and they're sort of consuming it and they're damaging it if you take a look at it here. And I guess maybe you'll make it disappear. So if these things are running around, you're gonna want to grab those power ups and prioritize that. And now the next thing that they go on to showcase is the brand new perk known as Wispy. So this is actual footage of what it looks like when you call it in, and then what it looks like when you consume it. Once again, we have gameplay footage here being showcased, them in these different areas of Ashes of the Damned, and then what it looks like when you call it in. There's also a new ammo mod, the fireworks, that's going to be available, which I believe it was last available in Black Ops 3. So basically it can light up these fireworks that go and target some of the zombies and eliminate them. And then it also showcases them playing with shotguns, different areas of the map. Once again, even more footage. And then after that, they cut through the mystery box, the diner, and I'm not gonna lie, the zombies here, the feel that they are giving from the footage that they're showcasing here, it looks really good. And a lot of people, for the first time, we're seeing the ratings in terms of Call of Duty dislike to like ratio is actually positive when it comes to them revealing zombies. So the Zombies Direct didn't have as much dislikes as the multiplayer direct did. The multiplayer trailer got like 3 or 4 times the amount of dislikes that the zombies gameplay trailer did. So regardless of how you feel about each mode specifically, it looks like they're really doing it right here, and with the footage that they're showcasing, it's definitely something that I personally want to play, and I'm pretty sure many of you guys also want to play it as well. But that is pretty much it. This is the gameplay footage that they've shown so far for Black Ops 7 Zombies. If we get any more, I definitely got you guys covered. That is pretty much it for today's video. Hopefully I'll be seeing you guys back on the channel again. Peace.